Hey everybody, I want to start with a question and a little insight I gained from being in a business group. Last week, somebody in a business group asked this question: what are the qualities that you're looking for in a coach or a mentor? Now, the answers might surprise you. It was a big group, so we had a long thread of answers, but the common theme is something that might surprise you that I'm going to reveal to you later in this show. Meanwhile, I will ask you the question: what are the qualities that you would look for in a coach or a mentor? Hi, I'm Verna Bowen, and this is the High Value Entrepreneur Show. I'm going to be here live with you on Sundays and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central Time. So that's 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 6 o'clock Mountain Time, and 8 o'clock Eastern Time. My primary focus is going to be in the industry that I'm in, which is coaching, writing, and speaking. So if you're in that industry or aspiring to be, this is for you. Now, if you are here live, this is what I want you to do. Go ahead and type in your comments, say hi, and anything you want to comment on or any questions you want to ask. As we go along, I'm not going to be constantly watching for the chat and responding. I personally find that it interrupts my flow. So what I'm going to do is, once I'm done with the topic, I'll look at the chat and then I will respond to each of you individually. I'll say hi and answer any questions you have. Sound good? So I'm going to be bringing you topics bi-weekly to enrich and to up-level your experience as an entrepreneur. And I'm just going to look at my notes. I want to make sure I get it all in. So basically, a little bit about me. I'm an empowerment coach, I'm an author, and a speaker. I wrote and published my first book back in 2011, which is an inspirational book about our blind dog, Bailey, who inspired me to live in the moment. And the crux of my work is in all across the board in coaching, speaking, and writing is basically inspiration and empowerment for the soul, especially for the entrepreneur soul. So that's who I am. I have 4 signature programs. I'll quickly tell you what they are. One is called Capsize Mediocrity, Upsize Your Life. Second one is Capsize Mediocrity, Upsize Your Business. The Power of Self-Love in Relationships, and The Art and Heart of Journaling. So let's see. Okay, so also in 2016, I co-produced a World Summit with my colleague, Tom Teague, who's in San Diego, and we interviewed entrepreneurs worldwide. And at that time, I met Ulrike Bertzel. Ulrike, am I saying your name right? Anyway, I had the chance to meet the amazing Ulrike because I interviewed her along with 15 other people worldwide in our industry. And now Ulrike is inviting me to have my own show here on the Talk of San Diego social media marketing news. So I'm delighted to be here, and with much gratitude. This is my passion. So tonight, even though this is just the introductory show, I thought I'd also introduce a topic. We're going to talk more about this as we're going along bi-weekly. But my main passion for entrepreneurs is the topic of your big, deep why. You know, as an entrepreneur, you probably heard coaches and mentors and leaders and gurus and speakers saying, well, what is your big why? And marketers will ask you that too. What is your big why? Why are you really in business? Now, some of the surface reasons that most people give are, I want to make a change in the world. I want to make an impact. Or I want to make my money on my terms as an independent business person. Or they might say, I just want to be an inspiration. I want to help people live their best lives. And all those things are great, of course. Those are the surface reasons. So what I like to present and to invite people to do as an entrepreneur is to dig deeper. Because if you're going to be a high value entrepreneur, you're going to have a deep reason for being in business. Because what is that fuel that will push you forward when things get really tough? And things do. They always do, and they will. And, you know, most businesses fail after 3 years in business. Most small businesses fail. So what is it that makes you succeed? And you know, Simon Sinek talks about your big why as well. Like, why are you really in business? I'd like to take it a step deeper, and I want to say, what is your big, deep why? So I have 4 little cue cards here, and I'll tell you, once I hold up each one, I'll talk a little bit about some of the reasons that really make your business high value and you high value so that you have great impact in the world. Your biggest and deepest why has to be from one of these. Now, I'm not sure if oh, I don't think it's backwards. Okay, great. So it has to be something that hurts. Okay, what I mean by that is your big why is something that you are driven towards to spread, to heal, to help because of something that has hurt you or you have witnessed somebody else hurting from. And your mission is to go out there and help others so that nobody ever has to face that again. We will expound more on things like that, all these things, all these words that I'm mentioning on the cue cards as we go along bi-weekly. And the other thing that that is a great, deep, big why comes from anger. If it angers you, if it's something in the world, in politics, in your own life, in business, or even socially, or in relationships, something that angers you, you will have fire and fuel to really push towards that business, that mission, even through tough times. That's the second one. And the third underlying big, deep why is if it's something that really deeply inspires you from the inside out, if something really moves you, grabs you, and you say, you know, I want to be that. I want to put more of that in the world. That is a great, deep, big why. And the fourth one that I've chosen is, there we go, challenges. If it's something that has challenged you or that you see somebody else being challenged with or struggling with, and so you develop this big, deep passion and curiosity as to how to figure that out, how to help yourself or somebody else with it. So that's the 4 big, deep whys that your business, your bigger purpose for your business needs to come from. Otherwise, times get tough, you start to drown and you feel like giving up because you know why? Yeah, I think you do know why. Because the fire stops burning. The fuel is just not there. And so I would welcome your comments. That's the show for today. As I said, we're going to be expounding on that more. Oh, right. I need to answer the question that I shared at the very beginning of this broadcast about a question I heard in a group where somebody asked, what are the qualities you're looking for in a coach or a mentor? Now, the answer, I said, that people gave, you know, from a long thread of answers, a common theme was something that might surprise you, and it's this. It's, first of all, it's not somebody who has certification, qualifications, who has books, you know, books written or anything like that. It was somebody who can relate to me, is approachable, and who gets me. Wow. If you're going to be a high value entrepreneur, This is why these things come up. This is why. If you've been through challenge, if you've been through challenge, if you've been through, if you found something that deeply moves and inspires you, if something has angered you or has hurt you or has hurt somebody that you have witnessed a situation like that, you're going to relate to somebody who's going through that, or somebody who feels just as inspired as you do. And that was the answer. And it was so simple. It was profound. It was like, wow, isn't that true? You know what that says? It says we are first human beings. Then we are people who are out looking for services and to purchase this and purchase that. As a high value entrepreneur, what we need to do is move away from, slightly away from things like how much money will I make and blah, blah, blah. All these things will follow. The money, the reach, and the followers, that will come about if you are of high value. And in order to be of high value, you need to hit the spot for somebody who's been through or is inspired, who finds something just as meaningful as you do. Okay, I'm going to look at the chat window, and I see, Biocosmi Preservation. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Thank you for being here. Doug Voth. Hi, Doug, my dear partner and dear friend in Calgary. Nice to see you here. So if you found value from this, if you're going to be watching the replay, or if you're here live or just joined us, I see. By the way, what is your name? I see your business, Biocosmi. Thank you for saying hi, and if you can tell me what your name is, that would be great. So otherwise, I am going to be back on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Again, that's 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, and 8 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to be talking a little deeper on your big, deep why. And I'm going to be sharing with you a little bit about my work as a coach and how I help people. You're an environmentalist. You are telling me, thank you very much for saying that. Okay, you don't have to share your name right now if you don't want to do that. By the way, so next on Wednesday, I will be here with the first actual regular broadcast. And then next Sunday, I'm actually going to be flying. I'm going to be in the air, so we won't do the show that night. Right now, I'm in Cuenca, Ecuador. I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, by the way. And I'm going to be flying for a little mini vacation to Baños de Agua, north of Cuenca. So I will probably miss the show on Sunday, but I will be back again the following Wednesday. Thank you for being here, and I will see you on Wednesday. Bye for now.